Hey, how's it going? I was in the mood to talk about some stuff, so let me monologue in front of a camera for a bit. People seem to enjoy the last one of these that I posted, which was an in-depth history of my time on YouTube, and I enjoyed looking at that too, so that was pretty good. A few things happened on there that prompted me to do a little bit of a follow-up, and a couple of other things happened that I just wanted to mention. So, just as of today, when this is recording, I have just crossed the 2,000 subscribers threshold on YouTube, I noticed. I don't really look at my stats very much, but I just happened to spot this one, so cool, that's great. I'm glad people are here and seem to be enjoying themselves. Yeah, again, I don't really celebrate these milestones much, but I just happened to notice that one. Apparently I have enough people here that I've attracted somebody who likes to click the thumbs down button on most of my videos. That's fine, you can do what you want. Thumbs downs are exactly the same as thumbs up as far as YouTube algorithms are concerned, so whatever. Anyway, just another thing I just happened to notice. So I've been reshuffling my kind of loose schedule that I had fallen into in a continuing attempt to find a good balance. 2 videos per day was too much, but now that I've been doing it for like half a year, I'm finding that 1 per day isn't really enough. I'm not getting through games as quickly as I would like to, and my queue is just kind of piling up more and more. I have a lot of stuff I want to do, and I'm not getting to it as quickly as I'd like. So again, just continuing to seek balance. What I'm doing right at the moment, this just changed like a day or two ago. I'm sort of in the process of reshuffling this. I think I'm going to run Celeste and Lost City at double speed, so one of those every 2 days. And then Midnight Mansion Adrad will be one every 4 days. And I'm just redistributing them a little bit, so you get 1 day with 2 videos, 1 day with 1 video, 1 day with 2, 1 day with 1. So I'm doing 6 videos per... No, wait, this doesn't sound right. Yeah, 6 videos per 4 days. 4 games in those slots, plus Fish Fillets 2 whenever that happens, rather than 8 videos per 4 days. No, wait, it was on a 2. Sorry, I'm confusing myself. This stuff's a little hard to talk about, and now that my schedule is as loose as it is, I often find myself having to take a moment to figure out, what game do I play today? What did I do last? Have to look back at stuff. Anyway, so looseness is fine, just rebalancing. I will stay mindful of my health. If it gets to be too much, I'll ratchet it down again, but I'm ratcheting it up just slightly to keep up with what I feel like doing. Anyway, so enjoy slightly more videos from me, at least for the moment. Right. So I mentioned something very briefly on my last vlog about possibly having some problems with Twitch streams. I wanted to do regular live streams at some point, but I'm not really satisfied with Twitch in a few ways. I decided not to really elaborate on that at the time, and a few people were curious, so let's talk about that for a bit. My problem with Twitch right now is the amount of advertising that they run. It's very intrusive and seems to have gotten worse over time. And since it's a live streaming sort of thing, it's a lot more intrusive in that sense than it is on YouTube for a non-stream on YouTube. I still think of YouTube as just a video-on-demand service. I know they do live streaming, but like it's like this weird little side thing that just sort of exists. Anyway, like I tuned into a stream once recently and got a 12-minute ad that wanted to play before it. I tried reloading the page and got the same 12-minute ad. By the time that ad had finished playing, the stream very well could have been over, so that was kind of ridiculous. The way that I normally watch Twitch, I don't know why I was doing it differently this day, but the way I normally do it is with a tool called Livestreamer. It's a command line thing that just sort of pipes the data from Twitch and can redirect it to VLC. So I actually don't watch it in a browser. I just get the video that way with Livestreamer, pipe that to VLC, and have a standalone application that plays the video. Then if I want to participate in the chat, I'll just pop it out and do that part in the browser, but not the actual watching of the video. So while that's nice for me, because Livestreamer does not include the ads, while that's nice for me, I'm very well aware that it's bad for the ecosystem. I don't typically use ad blockers because as much of a problem as I have with advertising, I don't want to accelerate the demise of services that rely on ad revenue to survive. It's a really unfortunate situation all around. I think some people might be more okay with advertising than I am. Maybe I'm just extra sensitive to it, but I am not okay with participating in the ad economy whenever I can avoid it. But sometimes I don't feel like it's the best. I don't know. I'm going in circles. Anyway, so what I'm saying is I have a solution that's good for me but bad for other people when I use it. And I'm aware of that, but what do I do? I could just not watch Twitch streams. Anyway, I'm going in circles again. Stop it. New topic. So there was a change to YouTube's partner program like a month ago or so that got a bunch of uproar. I made a couple of tweets about it. I was kind of loosely following it. The change, I believe, was that the partner program, which is what you have to be in to run ads and get money from your channel, now has a minimum threshold of, 1,000 subscribers and 40,000 watch minutes per year or something, watch hours per year or something like that. It's probably hours. 40,000 minutes isn't that much. Anyway, so everybody who was below that threshold got kicked off the partner program and could no longer run ads. Now, if you were below that threshold, you weren't making very much money anyway, but it was something. I just happened to be a little bit above this threshold. I had a reasonably comfortable buffer in subscriber count. Yeah, I'm now at just double that value, so take that as you will. That's whether that's comfortable or not. And watch hours was... I was a little closer. I think I had like 50,000 or... No, that can't be right. I forget what it was. But anyway, I was above that, but just a little bit. So I didn't get kicked out of the partner program. My screen showing my notes just went to sleep. Come back, please. So I had a few thoughts about this. I was not as negative on it as a lot of people were, but I don't think I really want to get into the whole thing right now, so I'll just talk sort of about how this affects me personally. I do not run ads on any of my videos except one old one that I just do experimentally. It gets a lot of views for some reason. I don't really care about it. I forget how much that one's made yet. Not enough in the several years I've been in the partner program for me to actually get a paycheck for it or anything. So it's tiny amounts. I don't really care about the money because it's so little. Just curious what happens if I leave that on. Since I don't run ads, you might be wondering why I'm in the partner program at all, because you can have a YouTube account without it, and, well, everybody who's under 1,000 subscribers or however many watch hours is not a partner now. I think that's happened. Maybe that date's in the future. I forget when that changeover happened. The reason that I became a YouTube partner was so that I would get access to the video scheduler, because before that, what I would do is I would just set an alarm twice a day, and when the alarm went off, I would have to go to the YouTube page, change from unlisted or private to public on the thing that I wanted to publish at that time. That was a huge pain. I went on a trip and didn't have good internet access, and I just could not publish a video at the normal time. So having the video scheduler was a big deal for me. That was why I became a partner. Since then, a thing has happened. The partner program, if I'm not mistaken, the video scheduler is available to all accounts now if they are verified. Verifying your account, I think, just means associating a phone number with it. This is what I did before I became a partner to be able to upload custom thumbnails. So that was another feature that came with it. And apparently the video scheduler is bundled with that now. So great, everybody gets that. That's awesome. That removes my reason for being in the partner program, the only one I actually care about. Because, I don't care about ad revenue. I don't care to run ads on any of my videos. So I don't. Right, and that's basically the reason I wasn't as down on this change as a lot of other people are. Again, no, I'm not going to talk about what other people think about this, just how it affects me personally. But this kind of got me thinking a little bit. Again, things that I'm doing that are Good for me, maybe good for my viewers, but not necessarily great for the ecosystem. If you think about it, I mean, I'm a reasonably frequent YouTube uploader. I do things at least once per day, usually twice or more sometimes. I'm using a fair bit of YouTube's bandwidth. And the bandwidth costs that they're incurring by hosting my content are being subsidized by other people who do opt to run ads on their videos. So my privilege of being able to run ad-free videos on this central service that has a good directory and discovery system, I'm describing YouTube right now, is made possible by a thing that I refuse to do on this service because in principle, I don't agree with it. So it's tricky. It's a weird little dilemma. It feels like kind of a slightly fragile situation. Seems like it's sustainable at the moment, but I don't know. I do wonder if someday there might come a time when I'm required to run ads on my video or, pay YouTube for my account to make up for the bandwidth I'm using, or just not be able to upload anything to it anymore. I don't know. That's kind of a worry in the back of my mind. That's a probably distant future sort of thing, but I am aware that my work is made possible by things that I don't really agree with. So I don't know. Don't know what I'm going to do about that. I could pay for the bandwidth myself and host the videos elsewhere. I'd be okay with that except for discovery. Like, the reason I like being on YouTube, other than just, having a nice already built system and free bandwidth and stuff, is that it has a nice discovery mechanism. It has already built, subscribers, recommended videos, even if those have some problems, but they can do some good things sometimes. Anyway, so yeah, I would lose all that if I just hosted this myself, or went to some other lesser-known service that doesn't have as good of features. Anyway, now as far as the user, watcher perspective, I am a YouTube Red subscriber, whatever you call that. I pay for YouTube Red so that I don't have to see ads whenever I want to watch somebody else's videos, and that is super nice. Anybody who's considering YouTube Red and wondering if it's a good deal, I can vouch for it. It's very much improved my YouTube experience. And on principle, I mean, I'm talking about things I like and things I don't like about the ad ecosystem. Well, I guess I'm not getting into specifics. I haven't said why I don't like ads. I guess I'm just assuming that's obvious. I think they're obnoxious. I think they're not targeted well enough. And they're kind of intrusive. I'm not going to say any more than that. I feel like that's self-evident enough. But like YouTube Red, being able to just pay a subscription fee to get access to this, have that subscription fee distributed among the people it needs to be distributed among, I like that model. That's good, but that doesn't work for everybody. There needs to be some sort of free option. And right now, the free option is to watch some advertising. I wish there were a better one, but I don't have a solution for that right now. That's a big problem, bigger than I personally can solve. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just saying, like, if you're annoyed by ads, YouTube Red is a great option to get rid of them. Occasionally, I'll open a YouTube video in an incognito window, and it's very jarring because I'll be logged out of YouTube in that window. It's very jarring to suddenly be seeing ads. Like, whoa. This is so much worse. I'm glad I have YouTube Red for my main account. Anyway, so that was a lot of rambling. I was talking about lots of stuff. Boy, stay on track, Alex. I don't want to have to do another take here. Every time I start one of these videos, it takes about 10 or 12 takes to actually get going before I'm satisfied with like the first few seconds of it. But then once I'm going, I usually just keep going, even when stuff like this happens. Okay, move on. So I was talking about switching my preferred streaming service from Twitch to YouTube, possibly. There are pros and cons both ways. I've used Twitch for, has it been a few years even? Probably a couple of years now. Been streaming stuff there. Not super regularly, but on occasion. And there's a decent number of people who are subscribed to me there. I assume there's definitely not 100% overlap between those people and my YouTube subscribers. So if I would just ditch Twitch today and start streaming everything on YouTube, then those people would just be left in the dust, I guess. They wouldn't know what had happened, wouldn't ever see anything else from me. So I have a little bit of, not really investment in Twitch, but like momentum there, I guess. So there's also just the familiarity of it. I know how to stream. I just bumped my microphone, sorry. I know how to stream to Twitch. I know some of the ins and outs of that. I'm definitely not an expert in it, but like, there's a benefit of familiarity, of staying with that. But the thing is that on YouTube, I can do ad-free streaming. I just checked to make sure this was possible. I can choose not to enable monetization. I assume that means ads don't run. It hopefully doesn't just mean that ads run and all the money goes to YouTube instead of me. I think it offers ad-free streaming. I've never streamed anything on YouTube. I definitely want to do it as an experiment, and possibly as something that I would do regularly. I'll talk about that more in a bit. I think some people do multi-streaming, like stream both to YouTube and Twitch at the same time. That might be possible, might be an option. I wanted to ask, I'm asking the wrong audience here because I'd rather ask my Twitch audience, but maybe there's enough overlap. Does anyone who's watching this prefer watching live streams on Twitch over YouTube? And if so, why do you prefer it? I'm asking that just, I have no idea why anybody would prefer one over the other than the stuff that I've listed. I don't know that much about them. That's just information that I'd like to have to help me make decisions about what I do. Anyway, so I'm thinking that let's schedule a test stream on YouTube. I'll play a game, do something, see how it works. Thinking I'll do this next Saturday, February 17th, around 1 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to do something. I have a list of games I could do. I don't have anything specific planned, but plenty of good candidates. I'll just pick something for a test stream. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, just let's try something. So I'm going to do a stream on YouTube at that time. My screen went to sleep again. Please come back. I should have turned that off. I didn't think far enough ahead for that. And so, yeah, I've mentioned that I wanted a regular streaming schedule of some sort, so people will know when to tune in. And, you know, just some games are just much more suited for streaming than Let's Playing, and I do want to play those still. Even stuff like survival sandbox games that I said I wouldn't play anymore. There are still things that I do enjoy about them, and I might want to play sometimes, just not in a Let's Play format, but in a stream format, then those are probably fine. Anyway, yeah, so loosely I'm thinking, if this all works out the way I'm hoping it does, I'll probably just continue streaming dance games only on Twitch, because I feel like that's where most of my Twitch audience is. That's most of what I do over there. And then just partition it so I do that over there and do like normal games that are more closer to my normal Let's Play format on YouTube going forward. So that's what I'm thinking. So yeah, something tangentially related to this that I'm curious about is how my viewers... I'm having a lot of trouble phrasing this, trying to phrase this question correctly. When you want to watch something new that I've uploaded, how do you find that? I created a straw poll. Check the description for the link. I'm just curious how you get to my newest stuff when you want to be following a series, basically, because I know what I do, but I don't know what other people do. So having that information might help me. Depending on the response to that, basically I'm trying to figure out how to schedule live streams. Like if I just have a time each week at a certain time I'll be online, then maybe that's good. Maybe that's going to be restrictive for me. I don't know. If I can do some sort of thing where like I can send out a notification or post something about it ahead of time. I don't know. This is stuff I'm still trying to figure out. Anyway, but just having this information about how you find my uploads would help me figure out what to do for live streams on YouTube. I'm probably making this more complicated than it needs to be, but, you know, just trying to think through all the things I need to think about. Anyway, so I think that's enough rambling for today. Yeah, so any feedback you'd have about that is appreciated. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.